Hey guys, MegaMat1254 here again. Welcome back to another episode of MGM Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 3. So what did I think of this episode? Well guys, I don't know how they did it, but we got 3 amazing episodes of this show now, guys. And yeah, I mean it, seriously. Fear the Walking Dead is back to being, like, really freaking good again. Like, we haven't seen this kind of quality from Fear the Walking Dead since, like, the Season 3 days with Troy and the ranch and Daniel, the dam and all that. Like, holy crap, man. Like, this show is back to being a powerhouse again. And, guys, honestly, like, a lot of people are going to get mad at me for this. I already know it. But, like, I think that this season of Fear is already, like, not better than The Walking Dead Season 10, but it's like at the same quality level, and it's definitely starting off a lot better, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think Season 1 started off very weak, if you ask me. I thought the premiere was very meh, like, it was all over the place, and I'm just so impressed on how this can be at the same quality of the main show. But enough about the main show, let's talk about the episode. So basically, the main plot for this one is that Dwight and Althea, I believe they're on a, I don't know, they're like, they're either on a supply run or they're doing like a mission for the Pioneers, right? And basically, they like play this game where they're like taking people's ID cards, like zombies' ID cards, and seeing what states they're from, which I find is pretty cool. And Althea is actually a good character in this episode, and that's freaking really crazy, because I haven't liked Althea since the Season 4 premiere. So the fact that the character has improved already, just in the span of one episode, it goes to show you how much better the writing has gotten. And if it is Ian and Andrew writing this, I just want to give them a big frickin' props for getting their act together and writing some actual good Walking Dead content. But it wouldn't shock me if there was a ghostwriter, to be honest, but that's a conspiracy for another day. Another thing I really loved about this episode was how Dwight frickin' actually felt like a normal character. He felt like a normal person. And the way he acts is just so, like, I don't know, it's so different, but it feels fresh to the character. Because Dwight in Season 5, other than his introduction episode of Episode 3, felt like a stale cardboard, you know? Like, the character didn't do nothing. He just kind of stood around. He was just kind of there in the background for a bit. Just kind of being buddies with John. But, I mean, like, whatever. It was like, whatever, I guess. But Dwight in this episode alone is already better than the whole of Dwight's character in Season 5 of Fear. I also think that I like him more here than I did on the main show, The Walking Dead. I feel like this is the best interpretation of Dwight we've seen yet, which is great, because Dwight is one of my favorite freaking characters in the Walking Dead universe. So, I'm glad to see his character getting, like, being done justice here on Season 6. And then basically we have this side plot in the episode where there's like these rats and they've infested a building with a community of survivors inside. And basically the plague, like the bubonic plague from the 1800s, has completely infested this place. Like, it is everywhere. You see like people with like growths on their neck and shit. It just looks fucked up. And you actually see Dwight catch it. I was actually kind of worried for Dwight because, like, I didn't think he would die, but, like, I don't know. They could always pull weird shit like that. But I had a feeling he'd survive, obviously, because he has to reunite with his wife. And we actually do get to see that at the end of this episode. And it is a freaking great scene. The music was well done. The cinematography was great. And it's just crazy that we've waited like 4 years to see these two characters reunite. It's been since Season 7, Episode 7, man. 2016, so think about that. It's been like 4 years. I honestly never thought Dwight would even see Sherry again, because like the timeline just felt so like weird, right? So like I don't know. Well, I'm glad the characters are back together again though. And at the beginning of the episode, actually, we have a scene with Morgan and I'm forgetting her name, Rachel. Yeah, we see them talking, and she finds out that Morgan is stealing supplies from the Pioneers through Daniel, as we've seen from last episode. So Daniel is smuggling supplies to Morgan, and we see Morgan basically create a new axe. We see him use his, his staff. He basically breaks a part of it off and adds like a sharp end to it, and he attaches like part of the axe to it, and now he's got like a combination of the two. And I gotta say, it looks really cool. Morgan, holy crap, like his character too, alongside Dwight, completely improved this season. And I gotta say, guys, I am super hyped for episode 4, because that episode's promo looks amazing. And guys, we actually find out in this episode that the plague was not like done by Mother Nature, by the rats. No, someone had put the virus in the building, knowing that survivors were in there. And my guess is that this is the work of the masked people. Now, I got a theory for a minute. What if Morgan works with the masked people, right? So he teams up with them. What if the masked people end up releasing this disease throughout Lawton and all of the Pioneer settlements, killing them off through this disease or some shit? And what if... I think Ginny is personally going to die, either mid-season finale or earlier. I don't think the Pioneers are going to be going into Season 6B, guys, personally. Here's my theory on that. I think that the Pioneers are going to get killed off within the next 5 or 6 episodes. Then we're going to see the masked people betray Morgan, and they're going to be the big threat going into 6B. And, the final season, Season 7. Well, at least I'm guessing it's the final season, because the main show's wrapping up. So I would think Fear would be wrapping up soon as well. Just my theory, though. And with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this review. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to put my verdict up on the screen real quick, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Classic.